It's the most daring competition ever seen. 7 City of Tacoma employees, fooled into participating with promises of cash prizes, will have an amazing race. Each competitor will have 30 days to grow the tallest plant possible. Which plant will they be growing? Bush beans. The rules? Competitors will grow their plant in a reused household container, such as a tub or old coffee mug. No supplemental fertilizer may be used, just sunlight and water. Each competitor must plant from seed and sow their seeds in city-made tag grow. That's it. Now, let's meet our contestants. Who will grow it best and be crowned the victor? Let's find out on Grow On Tacoma.
Hello, welcome back to another episode of Ask the EnviroChallengers.
A show where we answer your questions about the environment and sustainability in Tacoma. In this episode, we'll answer questions to help you understand how to produce your own food, no matter where you live.
I'm Gator.
And I'm Kate. Let's do this.
Many people wouldn't think of a city as a great place to grow crops or raise a flock of chickens.
But Tacoma isn't like most cities. It's a little bit gritty, and backyard farming is welcome here.
Producing your own food has numerous benefits. Gardening and raising food-producing animals keeps you active. Homegrown food is oftentimes more nutritious. It can give you a diverse diet that is less processed than prepared foods you may find at the grocery store.
You get some delicious vitamin D when you grow food outdoors, which can be at times hard to find in the Northwest.
Producing your own food can save you money.
Keeping your food local reduces the carbon footprint of your diet. And most importantly, producing your own food provides food security, or having enough nutritious, accessible food to live a healthy life.
But what do I need to know to produce my own food in Tacoma? Can I just put plants anywhere? Can I raise chickens? If so, how many? What about bees?
And what are my options for producing my own food if I live in a place where outdoor space is limited?
I'm glad you asked. There are actually a few things you will need to know before you get started. First, let's focus on plants.
If you have the space, planting in your yard can be an excellent option. Sowing seeds and starts directly into the soil is the most cost-effective way to grow your own crops or fruit-bearing trees.
Just remember to call 811 before you dig to avoid damaging any underground pipelines or wires.
But in some areas of Tacoma, this may not be the safest option due to soil contamination.
If you haven't been in Tacoma very long, do a little research about the Tacoma smelter plume and you'll learn some interesting things.
To find out if your soil is safe to plant in, check out this website, which provides a map of the local areas impacted by the Tacoma smelter plume, as well as information about how to qualify for free soil testing.
If you live in an area affected by soil contamination, you can still plant by building raised beds or using pots or containers. Containers are an especially great idea for folks with limited outdoor space. You can use small containers that fit in the windowsill or larger containers that may be placed on a porch, stoop, or balcony.
Awesome idea. I have some pots that I think I can use to grow greens and tomatoes. But I'm most excited to plant some fruit or nut trees using my tree coupon from the city. I think I will plant them right over here.
Now just wait a minute, Kate. Did you know that fruit and nut trees are on the list of trees residents cannot plant in the right-of-way planting strip?
Oh, really?
Yeah, because when fruit and nut trees are not properly maintained, they can make a bit of a mess and create a public safety hazard.
Oh, well, in that case, I guess I'll just put them in the backyard, being sure to plant at a safe distance from electrical lines, my neighbor's fence line, and my house.
Excellent choice. For your right-of-way planting strip, you might consider a raised bed instead. Just make sure to build it no more than 2 feet high or 40 feet long, set it back at least 2 feet from the sidewalk or curb, and provide a clear path for pedestrians to access the street from the sidewalk.
Let's take a short break to check in on the contestants who are participating in the Grow on Tacoma Challenge.
Many people have speculated that if we knew exactly why the bowl of petunias had thought that, we would know a lot more about the nature of the universe than we do now.
This is my giant weighted blanket that I'm making out of t-shirt yarn, and t-shirt yarn is old t-shirts that are cut into strips.
Now let's talk animals. According to City Code, yes, you can raise chickens and enjoy the benefits of farm fresh eggs in Tacoma within certain limits.
How many chickens can I have?
No more than 6 chickens in Tacoma.
If you get written permission from your neighbors, you can have up to 10 chickens.
Can I have a rooster?
No, your neighbors will hate you.
And if you do have a rooster, with your hens, you'll end up with way too many chickens.
You know what I mean.
Where should I put my chickens?
Coops must be 12 feet from any dwellings on your property and from your neighbor's property line. Chickens must be housed in the backyard, no side or front yard chickens.
A building permit is required for coops over 200 square feet in size.
And you're going to want to make sure that your enclosures are secure. Humans aren't the only locals who might enjoy a chicken dinner.
Can I let my chickens run amok? No, you may not.
Chickens are not allowed to run at large on any streets, alleys, or public spaces in city limits. In other words, keep them in your yard.
Do chickens make a good gift? In most cases, no. Chicks are cute, but quickly grow into adult birds that require time and space.
Besides, no gift should ever poop that much.
Now, what about bees?
I really like honey.
If you enjoy fresh honey, we have good news for you. In Tacoma, you can also explore the art of beekeeping. Here are a few things to keep in mind. First of all, honeybee hives must be registered with the Washington State Department of Agriculture. Colonies must be kept in movable frame hives. You will need some space. If you live on a lot with less than 10,000 square feet, you cannot have any more than 4 hives. Also, hives cannot be located within 75 feet of a property line, sidewalk, or alley unless they are placed behind a solid fence or hedge that is at least 6 feet high, parallel to any property line within 25 feet of the hive and extending at least 20 feet beyond the hive in both directions, or if such fence completely encloses the hive. This seems a little complicated.
Well, another option would be to skip the honeybees in favor of mason bees. You won't get honey from mason bees, but they are great pollinators for any crops you may be growing. They don't sting, and building them a home is really simple.
For more information on mason bees, check out this EnviroHouse webinar available on the EnviroHouse webpage.
While residents are allowed to raise chickens and bees in city limits, here is a list of animals that residents cannot raise in Tacoma.
Yeah, no velociraptors.
What? I can't have a lion in Tacoma?
Did you really think that would be a good idea? Remember Ivan in Lakewood?
Growing food where you live is not the only way you can make sure you have easy and affordable access to healthy and nutritious food.
There are many local resources to help Tacomans live well.
You can get more information about things like planting fruit trees and more by registering for an EnviroHouse workshop.
Let's check in with our growers.
Riveting. Will all the contestants succeed in killing their plants? Check back in next time to see who will be crowned the plant champion.
Until next time, thanks for tuning in for another episode of Ask the EnviroChallengers. I'm Gator.
And I'm Kate.
We'll be back soon to answer more of your questions about the environment and sustainability in Tacoma.